All right, today we're going to dive into a really powerful scientific method for relaxation. It has a pretty cool name, Lion. And trust me, this is way more than just chilling out. It's a technique that could give you a key to some serious self-development.
So let me just start with a question that, sounds like it's straight out of a movie. What if you could actually program your own subconscious mind? Well, that's exactly what this method is designed to help you do.
Here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll get into the science of it. Then, we'll cover your very first steps. After that, we are going to visit a place called the House of the Mind. And finally, we'll wrap up with some tips for troubleshooting and really mastering this technique.
Okay, let's jump right into the science. It is so important to get that shift to lion isn't just some mental trick. Nope. It's a systematic process that actually works with your brain's own natural rhythms to create some pretty amazing effects.
To really get this, we need to talk about two key brain states. See, most of our day, we're in the beta state. That's our busy, conscious mind, focused on everything happening around us. The whole goal here is to guide our brain into the alpha state. That's a much calmer place, a place of internal focus where our subconscious is way more open and accessible.
And that, right there, is what thil is all about. It's the method, the science, of intentionally shifting from that busy, everyday beta state to the calm, receptive alpha state, all so you can program your subconscious for things like peace, focus, you name it.
So, you're probably asking, okay, that sounds great, but how do I actually do it? Let's get practical. In this next part, we're going to walk through the very first, very simple steps to get your body and mind ready for this powerful shift. It all starts with two incredibly simple things. First, just find a comfortable spot and gently close your eyes. Right away, that cuts out a huge amount of distraction. Then, you start to breathe from your belly. That deep, calm abdominal breathing, not the shallow stuff we do from our chest all day.
But why do these little things work so well? Well, it's pure physiology. That deep belly breathing directly stimulates something called the vagus nerve. You can think of it as your body's built-in calm down button. It literally sends a signal through your nervous system that says, hey, everything's okay, it's safe to relax.
All right, once that breathing is nice and steady, it's time to tackle physical tension. We're going to do this with a technique called progressive muscle relaxation, but a lot of people just call it a body scan.
And this is so effective for a couple of reasons. When you put your mental focus on one part of your body, say your hand, you actually increase blood flow to that spot. This focus lets you become aware of and then consciously release any tension that's stored up in those muscles. You just work your way through your body, one part at a time.
Okay, so your body is physically relaxed. Now you're ready to go to what the source material beautifully calls the house of the mind. This is the real destination of the whole exercise. And just to get a little scientific for a second, this mental state isn't just a vague feeling. It's a measurable brainwave frequency. Right there between 8 and 13 cycles per second. That's the alpha level we've been aiming for.
So there you have it. The alpha level is the house of the mind. When you're in this calm, internally focused state, that barrier between your conscious and subconscious mind gets super thin. Your subconscious becomes way more active and this is the key part, incredibly receptive to new ideas, to new programming.
And this is where the magic really happens. When you're in this alpha state, any suggestion or visualization you give yourself is accepted by your brain almost as if it's already a fact. Your brain just takes in that new program and immediately starts working to make it your actual reality. This is the heart of the whole technique.
So, once you're there, in that state, the process is pretty simple. You just introduce your positive suggestions, reinforcing what you want to achieve. And then, when you're ready to come back, you don't just snap out of it. You use a gentle count-up from 0 to 7 to smoothly guide your brain back to full, wide-awake consciousness.
Now, look, with any new skill, you're probably going to hit a few little bumps in the road at first. So this last section is all about tackling the most common issues and really fine-tuning your practice so you can master it.
A super common question people ask is, why do I sometimes feel kind of dizzy or weak when I'm done? And yeah, that can be a little worrying if you don't know what's going on.
The answer is actually pretty simple. This deep relaxation is an active process. It takes energy. So if your body is already running low on fuel, you might feel a little drained. The solution isn't mental, it's physical. Just make sure you're eating good, nutritious food to support your mind's work.
Oh, here's another huge one. You get so relaxed that you just nod off.
It happens to almost everyone at first. So how do you stop that from happening? You know, the line between this deep alpha state and actual sleep can be razor thin, and if you're lying down, your body can easily get the signal that, oh, it must be bedtime. The absolute easiest fix is to just practice sitting up in a chair, keeping your spine straight. That posture sends a clear signal to your body, stay aware.
So how do you go from just dabbling with this to truly mastering it? Well, the source materials suggest a really structured approach. Commit to a 40-day program and practice twice a day.
And there's a really good reason for that commitment. When you practice consistently for 40 days, you are essentially conditioning your brain and your body. You're building a new neural pathway, a shortcut, so that eventually you'll be able to drop into this deep, powerful state almost instantly, whenever you want.
Which really brings us to our final thought. Now that you understand the what, the why, and the how of this incredible tool, how are you going to use it? Is there a specific goal, maybe personal or professional, that you could apply this to in your own life?